No need to be afraid, there's something in the glade.
My daughter Megan, that's been in the program here for 5 years, and she has learned so much. She is ready to leave this program. She's a senior this year and ready to take off and spread her wings after being so well prepared.
Daughter Jackie's been in the program for, I think, 5 or 6 years, actually, and she loves it and loves everybody that's involved. She's involved in high school musical theater. I am very proud of her. She's won the Schmidt and Jones 2012 Female in a Minor Role, a citywide award, and she's been nominated again in 2013.
And I have a son, Hunter Johnson, who was in the FemPAT program from like 4th grade until he graduated from high school. He loved the program, and he was in every, he was a triple threat. And he's in New York City, going to school at Marymount Manhattan College. And in fact, he internship last year at a children's theater in New York City and really enjoyed it and used a lot of the things that he learned here at the theater last summer.
Jacqueline is involved in high school theater and also still very involved here at FemPAT, and she also does acting broadcast-wise outside, done a few projects like that. And Alexandra is, she did the school program this year, did the school show as well, and she's probably had the most interesting career so far. She was fortunate enough to play the lead role in Ruthless, the musical, when FemPAT did that, and she won a Dallas Critics Award for Best Child Actress in a Musical for that performance. And then she was fortunate enough to be cast in a Fox television series with John Voight and some amazing, Andy McDowell, amazing actors, great experience. And then she got cast in a film called The Playroom, and then just this last year she was cast in a film called The Iceman, which has just been released. And let's see, that leaves Nicolette, and she has been in the program 6 years, and she also likes to do things outside, but she is still young enough. She hasn't done too much, but she also was fortunate enough to be cast actually as the younger version of her sister in the Fox series of Lone Star, and just loves acting, loves theater, loves every minute of it, all 3 of them.
I have Morgan, who has been here for, I guess, almost 8 years now, and then I have Grace, who has been here for 6 years. And for both girls, it's just been a wonderful way to build their confidence and to develop friendships. And Grace is still young yet. Morgan is, she's in middle school. Morgan is in high school theater now, and she won Best Actress at the One Act Festival for the high school, so that was a lot of fun for her. And it's just helped her develop her acting skills and her musicality, so it's been a great experience.
My daughter Delaney has been in FemPAT for 5 years, and this helped her get out of her shell as well. She also does band, plays the tuba in middle school, and she's been in other performances for schools, but this is where she spends most of her theater time, and she loves it.
Daughter Emily has been at FemPAT for 5 years. She has pursued theater in middle school and high school, and she also, I guess, she loves music, so she loves to sing. She also dances, plays guitar, plays piano, and has really enjoyed her experience here at FemPAT. It's given her a place to grow and to learn, and it's teaching her a lot of really great life lessons, such as commitment and hard work, and really giving her a sense of self and belonging.
Mr. Martin. Those vehicle, those deep, those struggling made loose, the path they make, those fearful, those deep, those struggling made loose, must have tired you, must have flown. You must accept, you must observe, you wish, you can have your wish, you can have your wish, but you can't just wish them to get your wish. You go into the woods where nothing's clear, which is
Felt like it was going to be a good place for her, and we took her in. She was terrified the first time, and she just wanted to sit and watch everybody, and then it just was such a great program and so full of life, and the kids were having such a great time. she joined right on in and loved it ever since.
So we thought, well, she likes to sing around the house. She likes to, at home she loves to perform. So maybe, and so we asked around, and the name that kept coming up over and over again was this theater system because of the level of professionalism, but yet not pushing them beyond what they can do at that time. I think it's a great program for expecting the best they can do at that time, and then growing them. And as they get more and more experienced, pushing that higher and higher, but still in a positive way.
And they were putting on, ironically, a performance of Into the Woods. So we said, okay, why don't we go and see how it is, see what it's like. So we went, and I was blown away at the production. I did not expect that from a child's production at all.
I'm trying to figure out kind of where Emily fit in, because she's always been a bit of a character, like a little comedian. Just real excited she'd perform at home. She's always loved music, and so we decided, what? Why not take a chance? And so we auditioned for the program, and we've just been completely amazed. I don't think there's anything else in the area, that's better than the training and the sense of belonging and love that she feels here. So.
Love the program and the plays, and my husband would say, why are you driving so far when there are theaters in our backyard in Capel, and children's theaters, and there were 2 or 3 actually, and it's because this is really the best place, and Jackie loves it, and it's really worth any drive.
We went and auditioned for a spot in the school, and it has really just been such a blessing to our family, not just to make a mature whole family, to get to not only watch her grow and mature, but all the other students, and to get to know them and to see the talent that is here at this school. It's really been a wonderful opportunity for all of us.
To make sure you get that. Hold up. Stop. Okay. Think of it almost as like a moving in the other direction before you go. Okay. Instead of switching to go. Okay. It can't be too big. Okay.
Very high expectations of her kids. I mean, and she knows what each one of them is capable of, and she expects them to live up to it. And she can get them to do that, in a loving, firm way.
Exactly.
And they want to do that for her, which is just huge.
That speaks volumes about her, that they want to do that, they want to achieve it.
They do.
I'm only picky and hard on you because I know what you're capable of. I know what you could do.
Thank
you.
Stephanie.
And I am never content with just letting it go, Because why should you? Because you're students, yes? This is an educational program. We should get better.
That's what I want with Stephanie. Me too.
Well, sweetheart, I have no.
We first met Stephanie. Delaney has never sung in front of anyone prior to that moment. And so I had no idea how she was going to react to having to do that alone with someone she's never met before. And Miss Stephanie, welcomed her warmly, brought her in, and walked her through. And I'm kind of at the door, listening, what's going on? And Miss Stephanie was so good at directing her and saying, this is what I want to hear, go ahead. And so Delaney would do her best, and Miss Stephanie would make minor adjustments here and there, and I was just impressed with how easily she got Delaney to open up and do something she'd never even attempted before. And from then on, Miss Stephanie's just been an amazing leader in teaching Delaney how to be a leader herself.
And then at the show, it was almost awesome. But I know you guys can deliver that same energy, but it has to be all of you exactly at the same time.
Everybody here seems to come together as a family and get to know each other.
Yes.
The kids bond, and some of Hunter's best friends, lifetime friends, are from here.
That's probably one of my favorites too. I love how Stephanie really encourages the older kids to be mentors to the younger ones, and just how much love and support they have for each other, because it would be really easy in an environment like this to become so competitive over who's getting the best part, or I didn't get the role I wanted, or I like her costume better. I mean, there's so many little petty things that could get in the way. And Stephanie does a really great job of helping the older ones and the younger ones really bond and have that family supportive spirit. And I know that's been just crucial to my kids for their confidence and just how they feel going into an environment where they're not so secure and they know that they have this family and this group, and especially when the older kids take them under their wing and they admire them so much. And so then when those older kids are telling them, oh, you're doing great, or you got your, you nailed that note today, anything like that, it's just really great.
Yeah, I think it's a really positive environment between the kids because, gosh, it was back quite a while ago. I remember Morgan saying that Stephanie would say, out in the world of theater, there can be enough competitiveness or negativity and all that, but that's not going to happen in this theater with these kids. And so it sets this tone of being supportive for each other and respecting everybody else's talent. I think
Absolutely.
it's a big thing.
They're cheerleaders for each other. Yeah, I've never seen or even heard anything where anything negative. I mean, Emily always comes home, and thinks everybody's just so amazing.
Absolutely.
She's in awe of her peers. And, and I think there's that sense with them all.
Yeah, it's hard, y'all. It is hard to pull a plane up from a nosedive that way. It is hard to take a show where basically 6 people have died tragically and go like this. That's hard. It's a really easy task, but it is possible and it can be done.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? All right.
She teaches them so well to just put themselves out there, and I'd rather you do too much than too little, and that type of thing, and I can always draw you back, but I can't, it's hard for, that kind of thing. And so I think confidence has been just huge, and that translates into so many areas of their life, not
Absolutely.
just theater, that just helps you in all kinds of situations, presentations in school,
Absolutely.
Our kids don't stress over that, which is which is great.
That's true.
Yeah, so
Interviews.
all that doesn't stress them out because they're prepared and they're confident.
Exactly.
But that's the other thing that's so great is there's so much talent here that it's not
There's no
overconfidence.
divas.
Yeah,
Keeps
it's
you
not
humble
overconfidence
as
because
well.
everybody's called to a higher level because of the general talent level, I think,
To the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journey.
She does is the confidence that she's gained here and technique and audition capabilities, and she doesn't fret about auditions. Singing, she didn't sing a lick really before she came here. There's no singing in our family. So, as I mentioned, she won a citywide award last year, and that was singing. Singing and acting, and that's just amazing that can be taught. I'm like, I cannot believe. I just always thought that singing had to be a inherited genetic trait of some sort, but it can be taught. And Stephanie does a wonderful job.
So does everybody understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you go again, and then the whole journey, blah, 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 when you go, and it's happiness and smiles, and all of a sudden it's musical theater cheese again. Everybody have it? It's a party.
Yes, ma'am.
At that moment, it's a party. Yes? So the Cinderella going, I wish, isn't like, holy pupils! It's not that. Are you kidding? It's that, right? So like Cinderella, come on.
Cinderella. Don't screw this up again.
Every time we do that. All right, is everybody clear on that?
Yes.
It's my personal goal for you guys to, and this cast has 2 chances. My cast last night only has 1 chance left to get both acts to fall into place emotionally where they need to be.
You're going to stumble. None of us are perfect, but it's not about the stumbling. It's about how do you pick yourself up and you work through it.
Absolutely.
How you don't let it stop you. And I think that's been the biggest thing I've seen with Emily, because before this, she would feel defeated. Yeah. And she still struggles with a little bit of that, but but she's really learned to pick herself up and just keep going.
Whole semester here just to teach them how to prepare for auditions, how to get ready to be in a show. It's not sexy and it's not as fun as doing the show, but they are taught how to put together a resume. They are taught what their headshot should look like. They are taught how to do, their songs, how to prepare for that. And I think that's huge because the first impression is so important in this business. And if you're not prepared and you don't know what you're doing, you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. And I know for us, there's been times when we've looked at something and I've gone, Megan, I think this might be a good opportunity, but I don't know. I'll call Stephanie and I'll say, or send her an email, Stephanie, we're thinking about doing this show. What do you think? Is it a good opportunity? She'll look over our resume. She'll look over the headshots and pick out which one we should do. She'll help Megan select songs. And she's always there for us no matter what we need. She's always there to answer our questions, to help us prepare. And this last time, Megan is walking into her audition, and she gets a text from Miss Stephanie saying, break a leg, and it meant everything to her to know that she had her behind her, and she just felt so prepared when she walked in. And she got a call back, and it was, otherwise she probably wouldn't have if Miss Stephanie hadn't been there to help her prepare for that. And it means the world for us, and I know she's going to be there for us in the future too. It's not like we're not in the program anymore, so I'm done with you. I feel very confident that I can call on her at any time, and she's going to be there for Megan.
The level of professionalism here, the high bar that Stephanie holds for them, without pushing, without being harmful to them or their self-esteem, but she pushes and she gets the best out of them, and the camaraderie and the lack of unhealthy competitivism. I think the only amount of competitiveness that is here is all very healthy between the kids, and it's all cheered on, and it's
Everyone is
you
very
want to be as
supportive.
good as the people around you. So that would be the only, I guess, competitive element. But I see it in a positive light. Like, it helps them to have the confidence to try it themselves. Like, oh, she did so good. Oh, I want to be like that too.
Everybody ready? You guys, Brianna's character is going to be so well defined tonight that she's going to make you guys crack up and almost succeed. So be forewarned. Be forewarned. Here we go. There's something in the glade there. And Allie, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! Yes, ma'am. And you can actually red can be like very unladylike. Yeah. We can almost do that because your basket could be in the beginning.
That looks really awkward.
Yeah.
Hey, I got shirts, okay?
Narrators, I also need you to see me tonight. Nicolette,
Yes, ma'am.
you'll have to see me too. Yes? And Adrian. Okay, here we go. Mr. Mark? Yes? No need to be afraid there. There's something in the glade there.
No need to be afraid, there's something in the glade there.
I think it's just a very great program for just knowing what level you're at and what you're ready for. Like, she's not going to throw you into a role that, even though you might be antsy for it, that you're not ready for, because she wants you to succeed, and so it's like, it's just one kind of step at a time to help you grow, because in the end she knows that's better for you. Absolutely. She has more of she looks at you as a long-term person, and not just like the show kind of. Right.
Absolutely.
You could be here from the time you were 3 until you're 14, and you're still learning. I mean, Jacqueline learns something every day here. It's not like she comes and is bored or feels like, oh, I learned that last semester. There's never.
Yeah.
She's never felt that. In fact, if anything, she always feels like, oh, I have so much more. So much further to go. Which I think is great.
Cool.
She is a mentor. Yeah. But she's not their buddy. It's a respect level that they have with her. It's not. They respect her talent and her abilities, so that it's not something that they take for granted, I guess, that way.
Right, and it is, like, Hunter is 21, and I think, Stephanie's really his friend now. When he started, obviously, she was his teacher, and it's just, again, back to the relationship, back to the family, back to, I know that he could call her for anything, and, it's just he's doing so much now that he learned here. And so it is a lifetime thing that you learn. It's not something that you learn in a class.
It's a great place, for life skills, for sure. But
Absolutely.
it's also a great place if you want to be in this business. It's a great place to get a foundation, to help you in the business. just, it's worth it.
Oh, everybody get that? And we're watching them like, oh, they have something really exciting to say, and then we're going to say something even more exciting. Yes? And if you guys could do it as big as I just did it, that would be amazing. And Kimberly's going to give us that. Yes. Just
She's got it. She don't know.
everyone.